Good morning, everyone. Yes, today we will study our chapter number 2, and the name of the chapter is, what is the name of the chapter? Lines and angles. Can you all tell me what is line? What is line? Tell me. Yeah, we have line segment and ray. But what about lines? We have to study in this chapter about lines, types of lines. Line is a line which cannot be end, but we have a ended line also, that is known as line segment. But in this we will study about parallel lines. What is parallel line? Then we will get to know about intersecting lines. What are intersecting lines? Okay, we have perpendicular line also. We will study about perpendicular line as well. So according to the name of the chapter, we will study in this chapter about lines. What lines are and what are the types of lines. And name is angles also. You can tell me what is angle? What is angle? We will study in this chapter types of angle. Those are 0-degree angle. Then we have acute angle. Then we have 90-degree, that is right angle. Then we have, yes, obtuse angle, straight angle, reflex angle. Yes, straight angle. Then we have complete angle. We have reflex angle also. These are the types of angle we will study in the chapter. Let's have a look. Yes, what is the introduction? Just read this. Geometry, a branch of mathematics concerned with shapes and space. Of course, geometry is a branch of mathematics. It is a part of mathematics. It is concerned with only shapes and space. The word geometry has been derived from Greek words geo and matron. Geo means earth and matron means measurement. We have to measure the shape. When we draw a shape, we have to measure the shape as well. And in this chapter, we will study the basic concept of geometry. Starting from start, we are learning from the basic geometry. What is the first point? What we have? Point. If we have any kind of point like this, look at the board. We have three points. This is point A, this is point C, and this is point. This is how we will draw a point. With the help of pencil, we can draw anywhere. Next topic, what we have? What we have our next topic after point? Line. So we have to study line in this chapter. What is line? A line is a collection of points which can be extended endlessly in both the directions. As Vivek told that line is something that extended. Extended means बढ़ती रहती है. Extended means बढ़ती रहती है endlessly. बिना किसी end के the line can be moved in both direction, either left or right. And a line has a collection of points as well. We can draw so many points on a line. So it has either breadth nor thickness, but has only length. The line doesn't have any breadth and thickness, but what it has length. We can say 2 points determine a line. While we need to draw a line, we need how many points? We need 2 points. From the help of 2 points, we can make a line. Okay, we are having 2 lines over here. Look at the board. What is the name of the first line? It's named as L. So we named this line as line L. Is it clear? In the second one, we have 2 points on the line. We can call it line AB. But we have to indicate with the symbol. What else we can write? AB. And we have to denote this symbol in the uppercase. The symbol denotes that this is a line. It will go in the both direction. You can make two arrows on the left and right. It will indicate this is the AB line. The point AB shows a line passes through them. A line has some properties, following properties. So while talking about line, we have few properties. Read first property. A line has point. You all know about this, na? A line has no end point. Of course, line doesn't end. Then the arrow head shows that the line goes on endlessly. This arrow, what this arrow told us? That it will go endlessly. What is the property number 2? Read. Of course, we all know from 2 points we can draw only single line. One line we will draw. Then the third property is a line extend in both direction indefinitely, cannot have definite length. A line can go in the right, in the left, doesn't have a proper length. It is endless. What is the fourth property of line? A line has infinitely many points. I can draw so many points on a single line. How many points? Infinite points. Okay. So after point we have line, and then after what we have? Line segment. We will study line segment. But before that we have property number 5 of line. What is the property number 5? Read. Infinitely many lines can be drawn through a given point. As from 2 points we can draw one line, but from single point we can draw infinite lines. We can draw infinite lines. Okay. So as you all know about point, then after that line. Moving on, third topic. The third topic is line segment. Let's have a look about line segment. Okay, read it. Consider 2 points A and B. There are several routes to reach from A to B as shown. The shortest path is shown by the dotted line, which is straight. We know that only one line passes through two given points A and B. Therefore, the straight path from A and B is a segment portion of line passing through A and B. Hence, it is called a line segment AB. A line segment from A and B is represented by AB or BA. A and B are the endpoints of the line segment. In the following figure, on the right side, what we have, this is the figure we are talking about. This figure, okay? Look at the board, everyone. So in this figure, we have point A and point B. This is point A and this is point B. You all will see few people take this route to go from B to A. Few people take this route. Prashant is taking this route to go B to A, and Jivika is taking route A to B. These are the routes. Okay, 3 people are there. One is Vivek, this is Prashant, and this is Jivika. But among all, Anaika is smart. Anaika is smart. She will think, why I choose these 3 ways? I will go directly to this way. I will directly go to this way. And that way is known as straight line. You can't go in a curvy form. You can't go in a curvy form. You can straight go to that point. That line is supposed to be known as line segment. Is it clear? So line segment named as AB. What we called it? And BA also. And we have to write AB and BA like this. This line denoted us at that this is a line segment. What this line denotes us? This is a line segment, and this is also a okay. Okay. Then we have a line segment is a part of a line that is bounded by two distinct endpoints. It is the shortest distance between 2 points. There are infinitely many points on a line segment. Of course, in line we have so many points. Then in line segment also there are infinitely many points. In this postcard, you will see line or line segment. Tell me, we have lines in this or line segment? Tell me. No, you have to choose one in this. What we will draw in this postcard, lines or line segment? Tell me. Look at the postcard. These lines are known as lines or line segment. Okay. Tell me why. Why you are considering this line segment? At just that key, we have a copy. What we have? A notebook. We have a notebook. We have to draw a line. What we have to draw a line? And that line is should be measured. That line could not go out of the notebook. Line could not go out of the notebook. Similarly, in the postcard, where we have to write the address, we have a line. And this line is measured line. We cannot draw line extended to this. क्या हम इसे ऐसे draw कर सकते हैं? Can we draw like this? Can we draw lines outside the postcard? No. That line is supposed to be known as line segment. Because line segment has endpoints also measured. What is it? Line segment that is supposed to be drawn with measurement. If I say draw a line in your notebook, if I say draw a line in a notebook and part the page into two parts and divide the page into two parts, you will draw a line and divide the page into two parts. What that is known for, line or line segment? We will call that line segment because you will draw the line measuring page only. If the line go out of the page, no, that was not supposed to be happen. So we all understand about the topic points, then line, and then further we have discussed line segment. Moving on to next topic. What we have? Ray. Yes. This is ray. As you all know, sun ray fall on us. These are the rays we get from sun rays. It is a part of light. Ray is a part of line, which has only one endpoint. A line has no endpoint. A line segment has two endpoints, and a ray has no endpoint, and line segment has two endpoints, and a ray has only one endpoint that can be extended indefinitely in a direction. One endpoint and one side we have a ray that can go endlessly like this. This is the point. Now it cannot be moved from here, but I can draw a ray and this ray go to any kind of direction. This is endless. This is whenever we go to a shop or a restaurant in our nearby location, what we will see? We will see an arrow like this that go to that direction, go to south, go to west. That means this is the end point. We have not to go anywhere, but we have to follow this direction. What we have to follow? We have to follow this direction. Similarly, we have example of sun and example of torch. A sun is the end point, and sun is giving us rays. That means these are the rays. These are the rays, and these rays can go anywhere endlessly. Yes, Vivek. I will tell you the denoted point. In case of torch is the end point, and these are the rays. It can go anywhere endlessly in any direction. Yes. Now look at these rays. These are the rays what we are having. We are having ray AB and we are having ray BA. Each and everyone look at the board and tell me you will get the ray or not. Okay, let's write it in symbol form. What is the name of the ray? AB. Can I write like this AB? Now I have to denote this with a symbol. I have to draw the symbol. Can you tell me which is the end point in AB? Which is the end point? We have the end point A. So I have to draw ray like this. A is the end point and B is the point where ray continuously go to endless point. So we will write AB like this. In the next ray, tell me how should I write? I have to write BA. And now, which is the Endpoint B. B is the endpoint and A is the point is going endlessly to any direction. So I have to write BA like this. Or I will write AB like this. Then what I have to denote point like this. Because A is the one who is going. A is the point which is going endlessly in the direction. Is it clear to all? Okay. Moving on to next. As we have studied line, line segment and ray, we have a small differentiate between among three. Read first point of line. Tell me, is it clear to all or not? Read all together, everyone. Of course, line has no. Line is moving here and there in both the direction. Line segment. A line segment has two endpoints. That is fixed. It has two endpoints. In ray, so you all know array has one endpoint, line segment has two endpoints, and line has zero endpoints, no endpoints. Second difference, read length. If I tell you draw a line, what if I tell you draw a line? You will ask to me na, how much line, how much measured line, how much centimeter line we will draw. You will ask to me कि कितना line बनाए, कितना बड़ा line बनाए. So in line there will be a no length. In line segment, a line segment is measured. I will say you draw 2 centimeter line or 3 centimeter, 5 centimeter or half page line, full page line. That is definite length. Array, read ray. Similarly, as line, line has no definite length. Same ray, ray also have no definite length. Okay, last point. A line cannot be drawn on paper. Why so? It's just that line is endless. कितनी बड़ी लाइन बनाए, कॉपी के अंदर कितनी बड़ी लाइन बनाए, it is endless, but we can represent this that AB is a line like this. AB is a line like this. We can represent this like this, but we cannot draw it. Of course, we can draw line AB because the line is measured. We can draw line measured and we will denote this like this. This is line segment. What is it? Last ray. Similarly as line, we cannot draw this on paper. We cannot draw a ray because it is going in one direction endlessly. But we can represent this like this, AB. Is it clear? So what we have discussed in today's class, points, line, line segment, ray. The next topic is plane. What we have the next topic? Plane. Okay, read plane. Rough. So the definition of plane, I will tell you. Definition of plane. A plane is a flat surface. Plane is a flat surface. So we have a notebook. Is this a plane? Tell me, is this a plane? Of course, is this a plane? The notebook's page is a plane because it has a flat surface. It has a length and width. Of course, it has a length and width. That's why, but no height. As a plane extended indefinitely in all directions, we cannot draw on a sheet of paper. Just because plane has no height, we cannot draw it on paper. But while using the notebook, the page of the notebook is a plane for us. We can draw A, B, C points on a plane. So this plane is known as plane ABC. On the next page, what we are drawing? P point, Q point, R point, C point. Then this plane is known as PQRS. This is the page of the notebook on which you have to draw points, line segment. That very page is known as plane, where we denote the points and line segment. Then we have Properties in a plane, incidence properties. What is the first property? Any 2 points on the same plane can be connected with one and only one line passing through them. This line lies wholly in the plane. So 2 points मिलकर only one line बनाएंगे same plane पर, and only one line can be passed from the one point. Two planes intersect in a line. Of course, while drawing lines, we can intersect them in two planes. If we consider two lines in a plane, there can be only two possibilities. What are the possibilities? They may cut each other in the plane. They will never cut each other in the plane. While we study about line, types of line, we will get to know two lines which never cut each other. What? Two lines which never cut each other, that is known as parallel lines. And they may cut each other in the plane, that is known as intersecting lines. Those lines which get intersect and cut each other, that is supposed to be known as intersecting lines. This is our next class topic. That's all for today's class. What we have discussed, tell me about what we have discussed. Points, then we will discuss line, after that line segment, then ray, and lastly we have discussed plane, and we have three properties of plane. Also what we have discussed, difference between line segment and ray. Okay, we are doing one question from the exercise, then we will do in our tomorrow's class. Let's have a look on question number 1. This is your exercise 2.1. Read question number 1 and tell me the answer. A line contains how many points? Of course, 2 points are there, 1 are there, 4 are also there. But we can draw infinite points. So the answer is option number D. Infinite, many points can be drawn on a single line. Is it clear? We have discussed it in today's class now. Read next question. Okay, how many lines can we pass through a given point? One point is there. Now tell me how many lines should I draw from this point? Can I draw 3 lines? Of course. Then can I draw one line? Then can I draw 2 lines? But I will draw infinite many lines from single point. I can draw infinite many lines from a single point. Next, in which of the following cases you can draw a line segment? So we have following cases, we have to draw line segment. What is option number A? Curved surface area of a cone. In cone, we have a curved surface area. You know curved line? Curved line is ghumi hui line. In that we can draw line segments? Of course no. The face of a cuboid is a straight line. In that case, we will draw a line segment. First read all the options. Option number C, the surface area of an egg. Again, the surface area of an egg is oval or curvy line. In the last, the surface area of an orange. Orange भी क्या होता है? Curvy line. So, where we draw a straight line in the face of a cuboid. Option number B. Moving on to next part, 4th. Which pair of lines are not intersecting? You know not intersecting? The lines which cannot cut. The meaning of intersecting is cutting each other, intersect each other, but they are asking about not intersecting. Read first option, M and N. So M and R lines are cutting each other. So they are intersecting lines. We have to find out not intersecting. Moving on to next, M and P. This is M and this is P. Let's have a look. M and P are also cutting, intersecting. That's why it is also intersecting. L and P. This is L and this is P. L and P are also intersecting. Okay. Last option, L and N. This is L line and this is N line. These are the two lines which are not intersecting each other. So the question is asking not intersecting lines. So L and N are the non-intersecting lines and option D is the correct answer. Okay. So next question is asking about collinear points. We will discuss this topic in our tomorrow's class. Okay. Thank you everyone. If you have any kind of doubt, you can comment me in the comment box. Welcome.